What's up YouTube, my name's Will, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to take your indicators from looking like this to looking like this. Alright, so as those of you who watch the vlog channel will know, I'm getting Erica a Mark 6 Jetta, and if you watched the video where myself and Ricky went to pick it up, we did notice this bit of damage here on the passenger side indicator on the wing mirror, and I said to myself, right, get that fixed and we might as well upgrade it while we're at it. While I was looking at the car, I was like, perfect opportunity to just give it a little upgrade. So we're going to be installing some dynamic indicators today for the Mark 6. This is going to be for the Jetta, the Golf, the Polo, any of the Mark 6s. If it's not exactly the same as this, it'll be fairly similar. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing you want to do pretty much is just bend this back, because it's going to give you a lot easier area to work with. And then we want to get the glass out first. And to do this, you could get some trim tools in here and try and pry it out, but that scares me. So, got one of these. If you want one for yourself, there'll be a link in the description. And what we're going to do is just stick it on, clamp her down, pull it straight off. And now, none of the glass is broke, thank God. Now, we're going to have two of these little spade connectors here. Sometimes these can be a bit corroded, so what you can do, I might do an iPhone clip here just because it's a bit easier to show you. Yeah, so as I was saying, these spade connectors there, they can be corroded on. So what you want to do, I don't have a flathead to hand, but you can basically use a flathead, or actually any pick tool or anything, just to pry these open a little bit, and then it will make disconnecting these a lot easier. Just off. So as I say, these kind of just wiggle off. Remember which way around this goes. So red is on the inside, blue is on the outside. We should, yep, just be able to wiggle them off, he says, like that. And now your glass is free. Put that to one side so as not to damage it in any way. Now what we need to do is take the frame off the front, and there's only two, I think they're T10s. There's one here and there's one here. So we're going to get our T10. Back them off, don't lose these bolts. Lovely. Right, okay. Once you have them two T10s out, this will literally just pull off forwards, and you can see on the back the clips. So you have a clip here and a clip here. These just kind of squeeze together, and you can put a pick tool in from the front just to give it a bit of persuasion, and that should just pull off. And now this top hood should also just kind of wiggle off. Kind of has to go backwards and up, like diagonally this way. So then this is off. Now we have access to the part that we need to change. Okay, so firstly we're going to need to disconnect the old electronics there, and then there's a little pinch clip here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that on camera. Try and make it focus here for you. There's a little clip here. This pinches together and pushes down, and then this should basically just come off. I'll give that a go now. I might use, me trusty old pliers there. Yeah. Also, these pliers and my pick tools, I'll leave a link in the description for my pick tool kit. Go there if you want to get one for yourself. Now, this can come off, and I can disconnect the electronics here. So there's just a little clip. This little black tab kind of pulls down, and then you can just pull it off, and that's the old one gone. As you can see, this version doesn't have the puddle lights, but the replacement part that I'm after getting does have the puddle light there. It doesn't really affect anything. It just means that that's going to be there at the bottom and not doing anything, so I'm not too worried. But now we're going to work on getting this back on. Right, so as you can see, this little hole here is going to line up with this, which it is, and then I need to just push this in to where I clipped out that other bit just now. So that's going to go in there, and then this kind of just sits on like so. I'm also going to reconnect the electronics here, push that in, that's all good. Now at this point I'm not going to show it on camera because I'm going to wait for the big reveal at the end, but I am just going to check the electronics are working, which they are, splendid. And then now we can basically just work on piecing this all back together the same way that it came off. So first thing I'm going to do is get our hood back on. Now I am just going to shove this around so I can show you on the camera. There's a little hole just here. This tab needs to go into that hole, so that's exactly what I'm going to try and do here now. So we're going to try line this up as best we can, which is easier said than done, I assure you. It's kind of fiddly to get it into the correct place, but once you do, you'll hear a clip like that. Now I'm just going to push it back this way so I have better access to what I'm trying to do. Now I'm going to try not pinch anything the best I can, so if I can get those wires to sit in this gap, that'd be fantastic. Try and get this frame into place here. There we go. We have the frame on, and then in back go our T10s. There's one. Yep. Now we remember that red is for the heater matrix for the heated wing mirrors. So red goes back on the left hand side, and blue goes back on the right hand side as you're looking at it from this way. Get our suction cup, because you may as well, and just give her a push, and with a bit of luck that should be clipped on. Lovely. All back together. There, and that's basically just the disassembly and reassembly of your wing mirror. Now for the big reveal, let's see what they look like. I think that's pretty sweet. If you want to get these indicators to yourselves, I will leave a link in the description where you can get them. And then basically all you have to do is repeat this on the other side and you're done. So if this has helped you do your own indicators on your own Jetta, then please leave a like on the video, it really helps out the channel. Also don't forget to go down there and hit the subscribe button and make sure you ding all the notification bells so you get notified every single time I upload. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in